Coming up on this week's travel show. Ben seeking out beats in Pakistan.
We are watching two beatboxers perform to an audience full of young people eating pizza and enjoying life whilst they wait for a rap group to come on.
I'm getting my kicks in Thailand.
So I'm about to step in the ring with Momo. He looks really mean.
I can spend my life in this sweet surrender.
And we're hitting the high notes in Manila. This is a country that some governments say you probably shouldn't visit as a tourist, Pakistan. Terror-related incidents, kidnappings and political turmoil have all taken their toll on the country's reputation. And as the country prepares to celebrate its 70th anniversary of independence, the travel show's Benjamin Zan packed his backpack and headed for Karachi.
I was in Karachi, Pakistan, on the search for some good news. As a man who likes music, like pretty much everyone else in the world, I thought that it'd be a good place to start. So, I decided it was time to check out Karachi's music scene. Historically, being a musician here has been hard. Musicians and gigs have often been targeted by religious extremists. But I had heard that things were getting better now, and some great tunes and artists were coming out as a consequence. So, on an insanely hot day in July, I found out more.
Good morning, it's 10:22 on The Breakfast Show. Khalid Malik official on Facebook. Who is ultimately the control freak in your car? What are the radio rules? We've got Saran who says, in my car, I'm the one in charge as I'm the only one who sits in the front.
What is it actually like being a musician here? Is it hard?
It is, but it's become a lot better to the point that we've actually come out and started doing more outdoor events. We have food festivals, we have music festivals, we've got lots of concerts in the last 1 year. People are not afraid anymore to come out and go to a concert.
What's the driving force? Is it these kind of young musicians who are just like, I don't care, I'm going to be a musician?
Well, yeah, pretty much. So there was a music festival that took place in Lahore about a month ago. A week before the event, there was a really tragic bomb blast that took place in Lahore. And so we had to figure out whether we're going to have the event or not, 2 days after that. And we ultimately decided to do it, not out of any other reason than the fact that it should happen regardless of what's happening in the city, and the turnout was amazing.
I wanted to see for myself how Pakistan was changing and meet someone from this new era of artists. So I asked my new friends if they knew of anyone.
I kind of want to hear some rap.
The name they gave me was Ali GULPIR.
This is a really cool song by Ali GULPIR, who is a satirical comedian and rapper who has written about social class issues and stuff, so it's a really fun song.
पर जतोई जलबानी मेरा नाम पजेरो चलाना और आयाशी मेरा काम इतना अमीर के बाद में निकले पैसा अभी दिखाता हूँ कैसा gold hard watch
Ali raps about society and social injustice. In this video, Wadi Reka Beta, which went viral across Pakistan, he raps about the issues the country has with feudalism. As a consequence, he's now pretty famous, and he agreed to meet me.
There we go, I think this is it.
I think so.
Hey, are you Ali?
Hey!
Nice to meet you.
What's up, man?
Sorry for being late.
Long time.
I know. How's it going?
It's good.
I feel like I'm meeting a superstar. I've watched all your videos.
You should not look at me. I look like a bum.
I met him on a night he was jamming with his friends, preparing for a gig the following day.
I talk about issues that we face as a society. I mean, it's something like there's a song about feudalism and feudal landlords and their power. There is another song called Tadu Maru, which is about people who stare at women. I grew up with a single mother, and I saw her face a lot of that growing up. So I made a song about that. YouTube was banned in Pakistan, so made a song about that. There were times when I used to get death threats, but I just focused on the love that I got, and I realized that if this is what I want to do in my future, then I have to be okay with it.
Do you get nervous when you go to these gigs? Because you're like, something could happen.
The situation over now, right now is better, but we've been through some tough times in the past. Pakistan's been through a rough patch, so we know that. And that's the more reason why we need to perform, why we need to entertain, why we need to bring positivity, If somebody feels unsafe, then they should come over and watch the show and feel safe and loved and happy.
Ali wanted me to go with him to his gig. So, of course, I said yes. We set off on a little road trip. It was the first time Ali would ever be playing in Hyderabad, and he was excited, and so was I. I left him and his band to go and prepare for their set elsewhere, and I carried on to the location alone. Music and food festivals aren't really too common here in Hyderabad.
So this is it, the Hyderabad Club.
But the place was absolutely packed.
Everyone's a lot younger than I thought. And it's also on a cricket pitch. So I've never seen that before.
Whilst waiting for Ali to arrive, I made some friends and eventually had a chat with the guy who arranged the whole thing.
The view from a lot of people would be, Pakistan mustn't have music events because if they do, then the Taliban will bomb them. People would not expect to see something like this in Pakistan. I mean, is this what Pakistan is like?
Most of Pakistan is like this. All the negative aspects of that are shown in the media, we're not like that. We have families who come out and enjoy their lives, and we're not intimidated by any wrong activities or terrorist activities.
So this really could not be more different from the image most people get when they think of Pakistan. We are watching two beatboxers perform to an audience full of young people eating pizza and enjoying life whilst they wait for a rap group to come on.
I only know the Justin Bieber.
Oh, you only know Justin Bieber?
Yeah, but I am a very great fan.
Are you a believer?
Yep, I'm a believer. Touch me like you do, touch me like you do. What you waiting for?
What are you waiting for? That was brilliant.
Thank you.
That was amazing.
Thank you.
Soon, Ali and his band arrived.
Are you nervous?
I am always nervous. I've done hundreds of shows, but I still get nervous before a show.
Before he went on stage, I decided to ask him why he puts himself through all of this.
Like, by the end of the show, I go home and I go like, great, I made them dance and I made them think as well.
A lot of people, when they think of Pakistan, think of the Taliban, they think of terror, and they would think that being a musician would be difficult as a consequence. Have they got it all wrong?
My content gets me into trouble with some bad people, but you can see 1,000 people here having fun, and there is no Taliban here. You don't have to be nervous about security because it happens, and if it's gonna happen, it's gonna happen. It has never happened. I've never been shot at while performing and stuff like that. So I'm gonna keep on doing it, because I need to speak to these people. My audience is this. They're more or less the same people. They just want to survive. They want to make a good living. They want to be happy. In the end of the day, they just want to make a living. Music gives them hope. We lack education. We lack proper employment rate. There's a lot of corruption. So in the end of the day, somebody goes back home, becomes happy. I think that's what I give them. A little bit of happiness, a little bit of hope. Everyone should be a pioneer, right? It's no good to follow someone. You should lead. You should do something new, something revolutionary. That's where the risk is. It might not work, but if it works, it'll be this.
Well, stay with us because coming up, I'm trying not to get knocked off my feet. Look at his abs. That's ridiculous. And we're searching for singing stars in Manila.
Total eclipse of the heart.
The Travel Show, your essential guide wherever you're heading. Japan can lay claim to many crazes that have swept the world, but now people in another country say they're responsible for one of Japan's biggest entertainment exports. And they're just as passionate as the Japanese about showing off their skills. So we took a trip to Manila in the Philippines to meet them.
This is a man's world. This is a man's world. Oh, but I wanna be nothing. I'm Rick Tropicales. I'm 21 years old. I'm a fourth-year physical therapy student. My passion is singing. Singing is part of my everyday life. Makes me happy, keeps me alive. We love to sing here in the Philippines at karaoke. My ideal type of songs to sing for an audience is something that speaks about love or something that speaks about broken hearts, because everyone has felt that.
I am Isa Del Rosario. I am the daughter of Roberto Del Rosario, the inventor of the sing-along system or karaoke. My father introduced the sing-along system in the Philippines in 1974. Let me show you a sample of one of the sing-along systems my father came out with. With the introduction of the karaoke, many Filipinos were able to afford to have their own machine at home, and it provided a new form of entertainment. There was a new set of venues to go to now, the karaoke bars.
We love to sing in shopping malls where there are karaoke machines. And an example of that is like happening right now. We love to sing female pop belter songs. We love to sing those kinds of stuff. Well, for me, I guess. We love to sing, those high notes. We love that because it's part of our culture. It's getting late here in Manila. It's already dark. It's the perfect time for a karaoke session with my friends.
Karaoke!
I could stay awake just to hear you breathing. Watch you smile while you are sleeping, while you're far away and dreaming. I could spend my life in this sweet surrender. I could stay lost in this moment forever.
The Filipinos, they really know how to sing. They have the voice. Like, you know, it's been proven all over the world that we have entertainment all over the world. They take their shower, they're singing. They wash their clothes, they're singing. You know, it's part of a Filipino, you know, culture.
Who knows, maybe in the future, I can be a singer one day. And maybe I can be a singer, doctor, maybe one day. I like to pursue both if I can, because it's still my passions. Yeah. Once upon a time there was light in my life, but now there's only love in the dark. Nothing that I can say, a total eclipse of the heart. A total eclipse of the heart. A total eclipse.
of the heart.
And finally this week, I'm in Bangkok finding out why Thailand's national sport is drawing visitors from around the globe. Muay Thai is said to have been developed by Thai warriors in the battlefields of the 14th century, where it became known as the art of the 8 limbs. That's because hands, shins, elbows, and knees are all used as points of contact. Fighters battle it out in villages and towns across the country, but only the very best make it here to the stadiums of Bangkok.
This is Rajadamnern Stadium. It's the oldest of its sort here in Bangkok, and it's held host to many a legendary Muay Thai fight. And of course, tonight is no different. But if you look into the rafters, you'll see a lot of local faces, but a lot of foreigners as well. A lot of tourists come here, and I've got some fantastic seats, so I'm gonna go find them.
Tickets in the main part of the arena start at 1,000 baht, which is just under $30 US. For that, you can watch several bouts, each of which is made up of 5 rounds. The competitor who lands the most strikes on their opponent's body wins that particular round. Or like boxing, you can also win by a knockout.
But the atmosphere in here is absolutely amazing. You've got that kind of really strong smell of heat rub. Obviously, the fighters themselves are just super impressive. It's really quite high octane.
Despite the sport's popularity and the obvious skill involved, it's only recently that it's been granted provisional Olympic recognition. Fans are hoping it will be part of the 2024 Games.
Now, these fighters are absolutely astonishing watching up close and personal, but some bright spark at the travel show decided that it was a good thing for me to try it out firsthand. So tomorrow morning I'm heading over to an actual Muay Thai camp that trains Muay Thai fighters from all over Thailand, and I just hope that I come out the other end not too bruised and banged up.
So I head 45 minutes to the north of Bangkok to Miniyotin Gym. It's where some of the country's top champions live and train. Tourists who want to get fit can stay at camps like this throughout Thailand, but this place is known as the country's toughest.
How's the experience been so far?
Good, man. These guys, they're tough.
Yeah?
really tough. I mean, they're the best. I mean, back home where I'm training like 2 hours a day, and that's supposed to be like the real like tough stuff, you know, for competition, or 3 hours a day. Over here, you train like 6 to 7 hours a day, and that's like the normal. Like these guys train twice a day, every day.
คือเวลาเราฝึกใช่ไหมครับพูดถึงเวลาเราฝึกเราก็ต้องฝึกเท้าให้ได้ก่อนครับเพราะเท้ามันเป็นพื้นฐานของกีฬาทุกชนิดไม่ว่าจะเป็นฟันดาบบาสเกตบอลการต่อยมวยสากลมวยไทยต้องเริ่มจากฐานก็คือเท้าให้ดีนะครับมันถึงจะมาฝึกอย่างอื่นได้
Determined to make me sweat even more.
It's all about balance. You always think of leaning into a punch, but actually with Muay Thai, you have to stay pretty much dead center, keep your weight evenly distributed. It's weird, it's like breaking habits.
Children here start learning from a very young age, and it takes years to master the practice.
I'm about to step in the ring with Momo, who's top contender for Muay Thai in Japan. He looks really mean. Look at his abs. They're ridiculous. I got a fair way to go yet. Okay. Practice, yeah?
1, 2, 3, 4. I aim to be one of few, rather than one of many. The desire to be legendary. I do whatever that's truly necessary. This is a revolution, I'm revolutionary. I got fire on my belly, I'm ready. Even if it's maybe too heavy to carry. Go ahead and throw any challenges at me. They ain't no stopping me.
So, I think I'm gonna have to call it a day. These guys are finely tuned athletes, and I've had the tiniest, the nick noi of training here. Been absolutely amazing, but my time here is done. So I hope you enjoyed my agony. I'm very relieved to say that that's it for this week, but coming up on next week's travel show. But wow, look at that.
Coming up next week, Rajan begins his journey from the far west to the far east of India as the country celebrates 70 years of independence.
If there's one defining legacy of British rule, it's the vast, sprawling, creaking Indian railway network. It's still the lifeblood of the country today.
Join us for that if you can, but don't forget you can follow us wherever we are in the world by joining our social media feeds. All of the details are on your screens now. But for me, Henry Golding, and the rest of the Travel Show team here in Bangkok, Thailand, it's goodbye.